Man, listen, I don't even know where to start because I do not do videos like this. Shout outs to the Aaron's. But I have found myself in a rabbit hole, and it is all in support of Jason's work and the information that he's giving. I never intended on making a video. I never intended on finding myself coming across this information, but this video is in support of ARCHAIX and the work that he is showing. All of Phoenix looks like it used to be underwater. So I Googled that. And to my confirmation, I was right. Phoenix was covered by a warm, shallow sea. All of the dates that they provide, I'll be skimming over them. Understand that the hundreds and billions and millions of years are just not accurate. And then it says during the Paleozoic era, it talked about these geological periods and these eras, right? And then it says that the Paleozoic was a time of dramatic geological climate and evolutionary change. The Cambrian witnessed the most rapid and widespread diversification of life in Earth's history, known as the Cambrian explosion, in which most modern phyla first appeared: arthropods, mollusks, fish, amphibians, reptiles, and synapsids all evolved during the Paleozoic. So I was wondering, like, what is the Cambrian explosion? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was an explosion that created all this life that just first appeared. Like, there was an explosion and then all of this life appeared. So the Cambrian explosion, also known as Cambrian radiation or Cambrian diversification, is an interval of time beginning approximately some time that we know is cap. The Cambrian period of the early Paleozoic was a sudden radiation of complex life occurred, and practically all major animal phyla started appearing in the fossil record. It lasted for some cap years and resulted in the divergence of most modern phyla, whatever that is. So the Cambrian explosion, what are they considered one of the big five mass extinction events? Now, these extinction events that we are getting ready to go over are not in order. I am doing this presentation off of my phone, and it would just take way too much work and too much of my brain power to reconfigure the way that I already have these laid out. But first, we have the Permian Triassic extinction event, and it says that this event is known as the Great Dying. It was an extinction event that occurred approximately some cap years ago at the boundary between the Permian and Triassic geological periods, and with the Paleozoic and Mesozoic eras, the Earth's most severe known extinction event. Now, although Wikipedia is telling us that there are five major extinction events, I believe that I somehow included a couple other situations that they have. So there may be six events listed in this presentation. And next we have a great oxidation event. And it is a time during some era in the Earth when the Earth's atmosphere and shallow seas first experienced a rise in the concentration of free oxygen. And I believe I added this event just due to, you know, ARCHAIX's ideas about the oxygen levels changing and pressure and all that. So it is in the historical record already. Then we have what they are calling the late Ordovician mass extinction, which is the first of the the big five, can occurring some cap million years ago. It is often considered to be the second largest known extinction event, just behind the end Permian mass extinction in terms of percentage and all that extinction that was happening globally. And here at the bottom it says that despite its taxonomic severity, the late Ordovician mass extinction did not produce major changes to ecosystem structures compared to other mass extinctions, nor did it lead to any particular morphological innovations. Here, towards the middle, it says that it shifted the Earth from a greenhouse to a ice house climate. Cooling and a falling sea level brought on by the glaciation led to habitat loss for many organisms along the continental shelves, especially endemic taxa with restricted temperature tolerance and latitudinal range. It says here that this extinction event brought a new cold water ecosystem and marine life. And they say there were two pulses of this event. And the second pulse was associated with intense worldwide anoxia, oxygen depletion, and eusemia, or is it eusenia, toxic sulfide production, which persisted into the subsequent stage of another period. Then we have the late Devonian mass extinction, also known as the Kelawasser event, was a mass extinction event which occurred around 300 something cap million years ago at the boundary between Frasian and Flaminian ages of the late Devonian period. It is placed as one of the big five most severe mass extinction events in Earth's history. It says that the impact of a comet or another extraterrestrial body has also been suggested. A comet, which is an extraterrestrial body. Now, the first time I was going through this information, it went into information about these comets. And I believe it was one of the first extinction events talked about the comet, but it said that the comet came into our atmosphere. The rock heated up to the point where it was melting. And when it hit the earth, it left copper and nickel. And it is what formed mines wherever it hit. I don't remember where. And people were mining the copper and the nickel. And there was another event where it was a comet also, and they say it left behind like glass, and it was diamonds, and it formed diamonds, and people were mining the diamonds. And it had said that the government had halted the mining of these diamonds because they had created lab-grown diamonds. And it just made me think, like, what are real diamonds? Like, and then it also made me think, so okay, copper, nickel, diamonds, are these things extraterrestrial to our planet? I don't know, just a side thought. It says the extinction event was accompanied by widespread oceanic anoxia. This is a lack of oxygen prohibiting decay, and allowing the preservation of organic matter. This, combined with the ability of porous reef rocks to hold oil, has led to Devonian rocks being an important source of oil, especially in Canada and the United States. Never knew that oil came from rocks. Yeah, crazy. Then we have the Triassic-Jurassic extinction, often called the mass extinction, TJME. It makes me think of Jurassic Park. Marks the boundary between the Triassic and Jurassic periods, some cap million years ago. It represents one of 5 major extinction events during the Phanerozoic, profoundly affecting life on land and in the oceans. It says that much marine life disappeared. This is interesting. It says all archosauromorph reptiles, other than crocodilomorphs, dinosaurs, and pterosaurs, whatever, became extinct. Crocodilomorphs, dinosaurs, pterosaurs, and mammals were left largely untouched. It says the cause of this is generally considered to have been extensive volcanic eruptions in the Central Atlantic magmatic province. Now we have the Cretaceous Paleogene Extinction Event, formerly known as KT Extinction Event, was a major mass extinction of 3/4 of the plant and animal species on Earth, which occurred approximately cap million years ago. The event caused the extinction of all non-avian dinosaurs and most other tetrapods weighing more than 55 pounds. There was an asteroid called the Chicxulub impact crater, and I'm pretty sure there are diamond or copper gold mines in that area because apparently this is where these things come from. It says the impact hypothesis, also known as the Alvarez hypothesis, was bolstered by the discovery of a 112-mile crater in the Gulf of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula in the early 1990s. In October 2019, researchers proposed a mechanism of the mass extinction, arguing that the Chicxulub asteroid impact event rapidly acidified the oceans and produced long-lasting effects on the climate. Now check this out. This is very, very interesting. At the bottom of this, it says that it is estimated that 75% or more of all animal and marine species on Earth vanished. However, the extinction also provided evolutionary opportunities in its wake. Many groups underwent remarkable adaptive radiation. Sudden and prolific divergence into new forms and species within the disrupted and emptied ecological niches. Mammals, in particular, diversified into the following Paleogene period, evolving new forms such as horses, whales, bats, and primates. The surviving group of dinosaurs were avians, a few species of ground and waterfowl, which radiated into all modern species of birds. What the fuck? Among the other groups, teleost fish and perhaps lizards also radiated into their modern species. So we have the Arguanha crater, which is the cause, and this is 25-mile long crater, the largest known impact crater in South America. And it is believed that it is the reason for the Permian Triassic extinction event, the most severe and catastrophic mass extinction event in Earth's history. So yeah, if we could find out wherever this crater is, we might be looking at the center point for one of our previous mass extinctions. And then Wikipedia intrigued me with a sixth mass extinction. And it says research completed after the seminal 1982 paper, some two people had concluded that a sixth mass extinction event due to human activities is currently underway. Extinctions have occurred at over 1,000 times in the background extinction rate, whatever that is, since 1900, and the rate is increasing. The mass extinction is a result of human activity and ecocide, driven by population growth, economic growth, and overconsumption of the Earth's natural resources. Just a bunch of BS. They are giving us a fabricated sixth extinction event, although all the prior mass extinction events were out of humanity's control. The sixth mass extinction event are because we exist, basically, is what they are trying to portray for us. And of course, we are not buying it. It says that if humans had never existed, it would, yeah, bunch of crap. But this is the end of my presentation. If you are still here, I salute you. Hats off to you. Um, yeah, this is crazy. Wikipedia just confirmed everything that ARCHAIX brings to the table. So this video is in support of ARCHAIX. Salute to you, Jason. I appreciate you. And yeah, peace.